So here's the headline on NBCNews.com. Bradley Cooper accused of Jewface over fake nose in Maestro. Leonard Bernstein's children defend the prosthetic. So here's a couple of excerpts from this story, and then we'll talk about this. Bradley Cooper is facing mounting backlash over his use of a prosthetic nose in his depiction of composer and conductor Leonard Bernstein in the coming movie Maestro. After Netflix dropped the trailer for the film on Tuesday, advocates and social media users were quick to notice the change in Cooper's appearance, with some branding his apparent use of a prosthetic nose as anti-Semitic. Quote, Hollywood cast Bradley Cooper, a non-Jew, to play Jewish legend Leonard Bernstein and stuck a disgusting, exaggerated Jew nose on him.
Wow.
Stop Anti-Semitism, an organization aimed at countering anti-Semitism, said on X.
So an anti-Semitism group.
No, stop anti-Semitism.
What they're
so
saying,
it's pro-anti-Semitism.
What there's
like in regards to ending it.
But what they're saying, it's like blackface.
Yes.
They're saying it's like blackface, but it's in
Right.
air quotes
Jewface.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
And-
we're just reading it. That's an NBC News report,
That's
right?
how NBC News is
I'm
reporting.
literally reading it verbatim.
We have
right
to be
here. I've got-
we have to be careful
Well,
because
I did say that at the start.
Us saying this,
Yes.
as opposed to NBC News, like somebody's going to take a
Yeah. So
snippet of what we say.
here, for all the crab asses out there, here, look, I'm holding the paper in my hand. I'm going to read it for you, so there's no confusion because people hear what they want to hear. Social media users also weighed in, one of them writing, I might take off tomorrow, by the way. Bradley Cooper is putting himself in an insanely large prosthetic nose to play a Jewish man in Maestro, and we're all just supposed to act like that's cool and normal. Just look up the picture of the real Leonard Bernstein. The big anti-Semitic prosthetic nose on Bradley Cooper was definitely not necessary, another commentator wrote. He's also the director, too, so you can't blame anyone else.
All right, Daniel, if you're listening, can you put up a picture of Bradley Cooper on the YouTube chat so we can see? And then for the people not, there he is, and there's Leonard Bernstein next. He looks, I mean, yes, Leonard Bernstein has a big nose.
And so people are now. This story is new to me. I'm just reading this now. So people are bothered by this. I'm looking at. So this is Bradley Cooper on the left.
Yep.
In what looks to be like a black and white picture.
Yep.
I mean, look. I mean,
yes.
Can we zoom in on my nose? I mean, I have a schnoz and a half.
So do I. Absolutely do I. And I'm not Jewish.
I'm not Jewish either.
So, if somebody were portraying me, they would need a big chin and a big nose.
And look, I don't from a offensive standpoint, like I don't sit here and tell people what they should be offended by. If you're Jewish and you're offended by that, that's your right. If you're black and you're offended by something, that's your right. If you're Middle Eastern or whatever it is,
Yep.
I just look at it. This has always been my consistent take with comedy, with entertainment, with Hollywood. At the end of the day,
Yep.
it's a performance.
Yep.
I'm not like if you're in the workplace and you say something about somebody's nose and they're Jewish, then you deserve to be dealt with accordingly. You can't do that. But this is like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just wired differently. When I wake up and I turn on Netflix or I pull up my social media, I'm not actively seeking to be outraged by stuff. But look, and if it comes across and I see it and I'm like, oh wow, that's a little out of touch and a little off base. You can't do that. Okay, but like I feel like these people, they just want to find something to complain about.
Yeah, so I saw somebody tweeted, somebody who is Jewish tweeted that it's not like he's a very well-known, like people obviously know him, Hallelujah.
You're talking about Leonard Bernstein?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hallelujah, one of the greatest songs ever written. People know who he is, but it's not like somebody would see him and know exactly who he is. So like, does he need to look exactly like this person with the big nose? That's what somebody
I know we live in different times. So I'm not like, caveman head in the sand. But when did we just get to the point where we're even offended by people putting on a performance, actors? Like this is like right in line with Rogan and comedy and Spade and being canceled because you said a joke. Like I don't understand people. Like I really don't.
Okay, but I am going to say that if you look at the pictures of Leonard Bernstein when he was younger, the age that he's being depicted, first of all, Bradley Cooper looks a lot like him,
Yeah.
but he actually didn't have that big of a nose because your nose grows as you get older.
Yeah.
Does?
So
As
yes,
a young person.
Really?
your nose and ears actually can grow because of the whatever. So if you look at the pictures of Bernstein, like black and white photos, he didn't have that nose. Yes, it looked bigger when he was like in his 70s. But look at the side view.
Yeah.
And so it is kind of,
Uh-oh.
I think they overdid it on the Bradley Cooper
Interesting.
prosthetics.
Do we have more than one still shot of this? I'd like to see it from multiple angles.
I mean,
if
I'm
we-
looking at this, I don't know, it's a black and white photo of
Yes.
Bernstein.
Yes.
You see it on
yeah.
NBC had it other. I'm just saying that if I were in Mr. Bernstein's family, I would say, oh, come on, could you scale that back a little bit?
Wow, Dawn. Yeah, Peg writes, Leonard Cohen wrote, I know, it's a joke. I was trying to make a bad joke. Come on. I know. I'm a huge Leonard Cohen fan. But yes, Daniel, can you put the two photos up again? We should vote. We should have a vote on the YouTube chat whether you think that this is too
Like,
this is too over the top.
you see it, the New
Sid
York-
Weiss has just tweeted me, and Sid's Jewish. Sid said, say that 10 times fast. Sid said, quote, as a Jew, I'm okay with this. Calling in Jewface sounds anti-Semitic to me.
It does.
Yeah.
When I saw the headline of Jewface, I was just like, oh my God, that sounds horrendous.
But Jesus was a Jew, so he's kind of mad at these prosthetic. No, I'm kidding. But I'm just going to say, I think they got it wrong with this prosthetic. I'm just, when you look at, the New York Times has it too, and when you look at the side-by-side comparison, that's not his nose.
Okay.
It's not.
So it's excessive in your opinion.
Yeah.
It's an exaggeration.
It's an
It's
exaggeration.
too Hollywoodish.
Yeah.
Uh,
So whether it has to do with his ethnicity, doesn't, I guess that exacerbates it for the family.
If I just watched the movie or saw the trailer, I don't think I would have arrived at any of this that we're talking about right now.
Daniel, if you will, my friend, can you send me the side-by-side pictures? I will tweet it out for the people who can't go on YouTube, youtube.com/@1210WPHT. For those people who can't go on YouTube, we'll tweet it out, and you can vote on if you think this is over the top or not.
But Bernstein's children are coming out defending Bradley Cooper.
Good.
Okay.
They're the ones that have the right to be
Yeah.
offended or not offended, right? I'm so sick of Bob from Florida who's ticked off about it. Nobody cares what you think, Bob.
Yeah, I'm glad to see, because that's all, like you're saying.
Yes.
If his loved ones and his children think that the movie does a beautiful job honoring their dad,
God,
then that's wonderful.
this society was just
But
so soft.
The truth is, I didn't even know about this movie, and I want to see it now.
Neither did I.
So,
all right, so
I will see it now.
all right, what should
So it's
Kayal and
good
company go
advertising.
see? Maestro or Barbie?
Oh, I would take Maestro over Barbie
So would I.
any day of the week. Bradley Cooper grew up in this area, went to the fabulous Germantown Academy.
Did he marry a Philly girl?
My wife's a Philly.
By the way, Beach Chair says, who's not a fan of you or I, Nick.
Good.
He says, or this person, I think it's a he, says, hell to the no. What is going on today with the show? First, Greg Stocker calls out DJT, a reality star, and admits he was POTUS. Have to say, Greg is starting to present we all aren't on the team. I have no idea what that means.
I haven't watched.
But he was. I mean, he was a. I was talking about his mindset is reality TV. That's what I'm saying. He's a reality star.
Yeah, it was called The Apprentice.
He's a reality TV star. Like I don't know. Yes, I know he was president. Oh my Lord.
Well, the point was specifically Greg picked out the music for the entry.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Which I think, even if Trump is not going to show up, which I don't think he should or will, but I think if, Mr. President, if you're listening, I know you loved Greg Stocker's music for the entry, right?
You know what he should actually come out to for the first debate? If I'm Trump and I make my return to the debate stage, I asked this individual
Ramaswamy.
to rap to Eminem, Guess Who's Back Again, and out comes Trump.
Yeah, I don't know about this. We'll tweet it out. I'll tweet it out at 1210 WPHT on Twitter for those of you who can't go to YouTube
Yeah.
to see the pictures, and you can see for yourself. Is it over the top?
You know what? I think there are two people that have a right to claim that they're offended. Either this guy's family, or if you are of Jewish descent, it's absolutely your right. Somebody that's not related to this guy and somebody that's not Jewish. So some random Stacy in Los Angeles sipping her $8 coffee that's tweeting the 9 people. I don't care what you have to say.